Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today, and thank you for joining me on an Advent Countdown project. Look at this! Actually, technically, look at this first. I bought this recently as a Christmas decoration, ready for Christmas. I know we're still, we're only at the beginning of November. And I have a local garden centre near me that sells the most amazing, quirky, weird and wonderful decorations at Christmas time. And I bought some toadstools recently, put them in my garden, and everybody asked me where I got them from. And because I had no idea, because they buy unbranded stuff or quirky branded stuff, they're not easy to come by. And I thought this was beautiful, and I thought it was gorgeous as a decoration, and wanted to see if I could, just almost for my own sake, see if I could recreate a version of it in cardstock. And I kind of think I have. It's, you can see what I've got going on here. This sort of frosty bit. There's a burlap Christmas tree, and it's cute. But I wanted to do my version of it, so move that out of the way. It's shedding bits of snow, and I have got here a very sparkly version of it with a little burlap Christmas tree. And interestingly, it's all made from the same colour cardstock, apart from those two flowers. It's the exact same colour cardstock, and I'm going to show you what I do. So you need two pieces of cardstock, one for the lid, one for the top and one for the body, in crumb cake. Both of them are crumb cake. Would you know it? Probably not. I asked on my Facebook page, one person said crumb cake. I think she might have been guessing. Anyway, so you need two pieces. This one is 8 1/4 by 6 inches, which is 21 by 15 centimetres. This one, which is the roof part, is, I've lost my measurements, 2 1/2 by 4 5/8 of an inch, or 6 1/2 by 12 1/2 centimetres. We're going to work on this one first, because I'm going to cover it in heat embossing. Heat embossing glitter, couldn't think then. So you need iridescent ice. You could use maybe a chunky glitter. You need a Versamark pad, and just cover the whole lot quite liberally. I probably need to re-ink my Versamark, given how much I've been doing this. Do you know what? Maybe just even blobbing Versamark all over it would have worked. So cover it and dump your glitter all over. That'll be my phone next to me. I'm just going to put that out to the waste 1 second, because I'm just going to come over it again in a sec. Grab your heat tool, and I'm just going to anchor this with my paper piercer. And it's all a bit frosty at the moment, but it will go shiny. So I don't know how well yes, you are seeing that, I'm just looking it up. It's going to go sort of liquidy and very glittery. And while it's still a bit wet, I'll keep my heat gun going. I'm going to bring this back in again and just sort of squodge it in, because I want it to be frosty snowy, so I can not send the powder everywhere. And I don't want pure, perfect alignment of the glitter. I want there to be more in some places than the other. There we go, look at all that glitter that's fired everywhere. You can see that I tried to stripe it, tried to cover over with the ink pad again. It didn't work like that, so this is what I've come up with. Okay. So I'm going to leave that to dry, because obviously that is, pretty wet. Let's get rid of this sheet of grid paper. Okay, and start working on the rest of the box. Oh, phone's going crazy now. beeping and whizzing and whirring. So the other part of the box, I've lost the piece of cardstock. We're going to score on this one and then do the frosting afterwards, because it is all frosted. So you can see it's quite a different colour. So, grabbing my scoring tool, and on the long side we're going to score this at 2, 4, 6 and 8 inches, which is 5, 10, 15 and 20 centimetres. So for us in the UK, or those who work with A4, you can't get 2 out, but you can get sort of, this is the full width of the cardstock, and then you can get the roof part off the bottom. And then turn it, excuse me, turn it round and score it at 2, 4 and 5.5, which is 5, 10 and 14 centimetres. And now, before I start building it, I want to start sponging. So I've got my white stays on, and little boy has just wandered into the room. He's off sick at the moment. White stays on, and you kind of need to re-ink it each time, because when you buy it from us, it comes with a little bottle of re-inker. You've got a little sort of a paletti thingy. There we go. And I've got a sponge that I've just made into my special white one. And this middle section here is going to be what's mostly on display. And obviously you can see this is meant to be sort of, you know, whitewashed. There we go. Whitewashed paintwork or woodwork. So I'm going to go in stripes, but I want to focus on these parts, because I'm kind of working on the theory that the elements wouldn't have hit it in a circle. Shall I bring that back? The elements wouldn't have particularly have you know, weather beaten. wouldn't have weather beaten a wood cabin or a birdhouse or anything in you know, a circular motion. It would have been in straight lines like this. And this is very much designed to be an ornament. I haven't designed it so that you can open it in any way, shape or form. That wasn't the intention behind this. So my stays-on's fighting me today. So yeah, please don't, you know, go ahead and make this and give it as a gift for somebody to, you know, to put something inside, because they'll just wreck it. But this is, you know, this is my take on an ornament that actually was quite a lot of money. It was £4.50. I'm trying to remember what's that in dollars, maybe. Oh, I can't think. $8? No, not that much. I don't know. Quite a lot of dollars. So, okay. So let's just do all of that. Next thing I want to do, while I've got this white stays on out, is I want to do my little flowers, which are here. And they've all been sponged edged as well. So it's chocolate chip and another piece of crumb cake. And I've just taken the flower. Who says you can't have flowers at Christmas? It doesn't all have to be stars and Christmas trees, does it? So 2 chocolate chip. This is where look, I've already trashed my nails. Carrie is going to kill me. Nail tech. She does an amazing job painting my nails every couple of weeks. She's going to throttle me. Okay. So it's just sort of, you can see what I'm trying to do. Just frosty tip everything, really. And then I might as well do the Christmas tree with the burlap ribbon. Now, I'm just using our Christmas tree punch as a guide. It is far too big, but it works very well as a guide. You could draw one out if you wanted to, if you were that good. I can't get that piece of cardstock in there. Why can't I get that in? Doesn't matter, we'll have this. And just onto a piece of our burlap. I'm not very good at the whole freehand thing, so like I say, it's just a template more than anything that I'm going to trim down even further afterwards. Oh. There we go. So I kind of just really wanted a rough shape, not perfect, that's okay. Stays on still a little bit sticky, but that's okay because, you know, it's reality. I haven't got time to sit and wait and dry, and because I don't know how to edit, you're just going to have to bear with the fact that I'm going to cover myself even more in Stays On. So let's quickly lift these flowers up, and then I'll put it all together and show you how to do that part. Back of the paper piercer into the middle. Some pearls, which, oh, I think I tidied them away. Must have done. I am too tidy sometimes in my office, I think. I take medium-sized ones. I have got very frosty nails. Oh, my nails match my project. Oh, Stays On for you. Okay, and let's start putting it together. So I need to score my box, my roof. You can see it's all bent and it's all sort of shiny and swirly. I want to sponge it as well. It is all sponged around the edges. So back in with the white Stays On. And interestingly, because this is not glitter, it's heat embossed, it's not coming off, or barely anything is coming off on my sponge. Okay, so I'm going to grab my scoring tool back in again, and you score this at, and score it down the middle, score it on this side, because it is going to crack and craze, and that's perfect because that helps to add to the look. Score it at 2 1/4 and 2 3/8 of an inch, which is 6 and 6.5 centimetres. So there you go. It has cracked a little bit. Perfect though. Looks perfect, I think. Okay. So let's get this all scored and folded and put together. So this part is traditional milk carton style, but I have obviously got a tag hanging off the top, or a loop I should say, so you could hang it on your tree or have it hanging somewhere. So a few little bits to trim. This is the top where you've got the narrow part, and this is the bottom. So we want to get rid of that little skinny part there. And then cut up these. And then some sticky strip, because obviously this is going to be a fairly permanent close. And you don't want to risk it popping apart, particularly if you're going to have it in a lounge with a hot fire going or something like that. So one piece along there, and then you're looking for the second one in, not the one that's closest to it, but the next one. But actually it's the opposite side you want, because that's going to form the base. And like I say, because this is going to be a decoration, you know, you don't have to put sticky strip everywhere to keep it closed. I suppose you could, in theory, put a little window in like my original one, like the one I bought, and put some treats in, but I don't think you'd want to be shaking it really and getting everything out. Fold the sides in, and then the back, and then the piece with the sticky strip goes on last. And then just push it in as though it is a traditional milk carton, because actually, essentially it is. There we go. And the way that I have put the holes in is that actually I have measured across. So I've lost my ruler, and you need to measure fairly accurately. So it's 5 centimetres, so or 2 inches. So I'm going to punch at the 1/2 inch mark and the 1.5 inch mark. You could punch it in centimetres at 1 4. So and then the same on the bit that I folded here. However, because it is bigger, this is now 2.5 inches, you still want to get it in the same place. So you can either go in an eyeball like that, or you can measure it. But it is essentially going to be, excuse me, you've got a 1 inch gap in the middle. So you want to you want to measure it, it would help if I flipped it over. You want a 1 inch mark in the middle, which is going to take it to 3/4 of a centimetre, 3/4 of an inch, and 1 3/4 of an inch, which is, well, you're going to cut at 6 centimetres, it's going to be in the middle. That's where it's going to be. So punch your holes and follow them through, there and there. Grab your linen thread, which I have got here. I would definitely suggest putting it onto a needle because it's kind of a bit, you are sort of stitching it, and you want to keep this closed, obviously. So I'm just going to make that into a bit of a knot for now. And then with your linen thread still on its ribbon, on its needle, come across. Why have I done that wrong? How have I done that wrong? I can't remember how I've done that wrong. Why has that gone wrong? It's gone wrong somehow and I can't remember why. That's not right at all. Why have I done that wrong? I don't know. We'll just attach it on anyway. It does tie on, I promise you, and I don't know why that's gone wrong. Why is that not looping? We'll pull it loose and loop it like that. Then I did have it stitched. Why has my brain exited my body right now? I don't know. I don't know why it's gone, but it seems to. Left the building. Okay, let's tie off a knot here. Seriously, don't know what I did then. Okay, tie a knot there, and that will leave us a loop. What's that bit attached to? Somehow, fashion a loop on the top of your box. I don't know why that's gone like that. That is so peculiar. But anyway, I've got there in the end. Stick down with some glue dots or adhesive or snail or whatever it is you fancy. Also while laughing at the crazy woman on the video who can't get it right. So, I don't know what happened. If anybody finds out what happened, let us know. A couple of glue dots there and there just to anchor this bit down so that it doesn't fire up and ping off or anything like that. There we go, almost finished. So, little burlap Christmas tree. You could shred the edges a little bit and make it look a little bit, you know, where it's you know, the edges have threaded round and, you know, gone a little bit wispy and whimsy. We'll have a glue dot for our little twist of linen thread that's going to come down here. That's going to go down there, I think. And then pop our flowers on. And that, eventually, is my cute little project, modelled on this box that I have here. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you lasted the 20 minutes. And I'll speak to you very soon. Bye.